Pedestrians in crosswalks and at intersections always have the right of way. A. True. B. False. A. True. Pedestrians have the right of way when crossing the road at an intersection. A crosswalk exists anywhere that two streets intersect, whether the crosswalk is marked or unmarked. When driving in fog, it is best to drive with A. High beam headlights. B. Low beam headlights. C. Four-way flashers. If a vehicle is equipped with airbags, A. Seat belts should still be worn. B. Seat belts do not need to be worn. C. Seat belts should be worn behind the back. A. Seat belts should still be worn. Airbags are important safety devices that provide protection in crashes. For best protection, a vehicle's lap and shoulder belts should be used in combination with airbags. This sign indicates that A. There is a steep hill ahead. B. No trucks are allowed on the upcoming hill. C. A logging road is ahead. A. There is a steep hill ahead. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign warns drivers about an upcoming steep hill. Drivers should slow down and be ready to control their speed and protect their brakes from damage.
Want to ace your DMV test? Click on the link below and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
For what distance should a continuous turn signal be given when making a left or right turn in a business or residential district? A. Not less than 50 feet before turning. B. Not less than 75 feet before turning. C. Not less than 100 feet before turning. C. Not less than 100 feet before turning. In a business or residential area, a driver must give a continuous turn signal for at least 100 feet before turning. In other areas, the signal must be given at least 200 feet before turning. An orange sign means drivers should be alert, adjust their speed, and be prepared to stop if necessary. A. True. B. False. A. True. Orange is used for warning signs generally used in construction or maintenance areas. These signs alert a driver to possible dangers ahead due to construction and maintenance projects. Drivers must slow down and proceed with caution when entering construction zones. This sign means A. No turns. B. No outlet. C. No U-turns. C. No U-turns. This sign indicates that U-turns are prohibited. You may see a sign like this at an intersection that commonly has oncoming traffic. It is legal for anyone to talk on the phone if using a hands-free device while driving, unless they are under age 19. A. True. B. False. A. True. Illinois law prohibits the use of handheld cell phones, texting, or using other electronic communications while operating a motor vehicle. Hands-free devices or Bluetooth technology is allowed for persons age 19 and older. When waiting at an intersection and the traffic signal light turns green, a driver should look to the left and then right before proceeding into the intersection. A. True. B. False. A. True. Even after your light turns green, you must yield the right of way to other vehicles or pedestrians that may be in the intersection. This sign indicates a. the distance from road surface to a bridge or overpass. b. the maximum legal height of a vehicle allowed in this state. c. the maximum width of a vehicle allowed on the highway. a. the distance from road surface to a bridge or overpass. This is a low clearance warning sign. It indicates the distance from the road surface to the bottom of a bridge or overpass, in this case, 12 feet, 6 inches. What does this road sign indicate? A. Directions for children. B. School zone ahead. C. Playground area ahead. B. School zone ahead. Pentagonal signs indicate that you are in or are approaching a school zone and/or school crossing. Be aware of children when driving near a school zone and follow posted speed limits. Motorists should maintain a safe operating distance when driving near a cyclist. A. True. B. False. A. True. Drivers must be especially careful when driving near a cyclist and should maintain a safe operating distance between their vehicle and the cyclist. If you experience a tire blowout, A. Tap or pump the brakes. B. Slow down gradually and use your brakes lightly. C. Apply the brakes firmly and quickly. B. Slow down gradually and use your brakes lightly. If you experience a tire blowout, you should slow down gradually by taking your foot off of the accelerator. Don't apply the brakes until the vehicle has slowed considerably. Driving privileges may be revoked for giving false information to the Secretary of State. A. True. B. False. A. True. You may be arrested, imprisoned for up to 5 years, or have your driving privileges suspended or revoked for 12 months if you sign a driver license ID card application that includes false information. When passing another vehicle, a driver should wait until the entire car they've just passed is visible in the rearview mirror before changing back into the right-hand lane. A. True. B. False. A. True. When passing, you should not return to your original lane until the entire vehicle you've just passed is visible in your rearview mirror. This sign means A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Side road. C. Railroad ahead. A. Pedestrian crossing. This sign indicates that there is a pedestrian crosswalk. This sign means A. Stop sign ahead. B. Side road. C. Railroad warning. A. Stop sign ahead. This sign indicates that a stop sign is ahead. Streets and highways are most slippery. A. When it has been raining hard for several hours. B. When they are clean and dry. C. Just after it starts to rain. C. Just after it starts to rain. Driving during the first half hour of rainfall is dangerous because roadways become extremely slippery when the water mixes with oil and other chemicals on the road surfaces that have not yet washed away. Use extra caution when driving on slippery roads. Hydroplaning occurs when tires ride on a thin film of water instead of on the surface of the road. To prevent hydroplaning in rainy weather, you should A. Put on your cruise control to maintain a constant speed. B. Decrease your speed. C. Move to the shoulder of the road as soon as it starts to rain. B. Decrease your speed. In rainy weather, you should lower your speed to reduce the risk of hydroplaning. Driving too fast may cause your tires to ride up on the water and lose contact with the surface of the road, making it very difficult to control your vehicle. To improve visibility lowered by rain or fog, drivers should use their A. Low beam headlights. B. High beam headlights. C. Parking lights. A. Low beam headlights. Use low beam headlights when driving in rain, snow, sleet, or fog. High beam headlights in adverse weather conditions lower visibility by reflecting off the precipitation and back into the driver's eyes. Drivers are not required to yield to pedestrians in a crosswalk. A. True. B. False. B. False. A driver must come to a complete stop and yield when a pedestrian is in a marked crosswalk. A driver must also yield to a pedestrian who is in an unmarked crosswalk on the driver's side of the roadway when there are no traffic control signals. Signs with orange backgrounds are A. General warning signs. B. Construction and maintenance warning signs. C. Regulatory signs. B. Construction and maintenance warning signs. The color orange is used only for construction and maintenance warning signs. When you see this yellow sign, you should A. Always stop at the crosswalk. B. Stop at the crosswalk until a crossing guard signals for you to go. C. Be prepared to stop if children are in the crosswalk. C. Be prepared to stop if children are in the crosswalk. A five-sided sign indicates that you are near a school. Be aware and stop if children are in the crosswalk. What message will be found on a red octagon-shaped sign? A. Do not enter. B. One way. C. Stop. C. Stop. An octagonal, eight-sided, sign always means, stop. You must always come to a complete stop at this sign. To avoid traction loss on wet roads, you should A. Make abrupt turns. B. Apply the brakes firmly. C. Slow down. C. Slow down. To prevent hydroplaning, lower your speed in response to wet roads and keep your tires in good condition. If you detect a loss of control, take your foot off the gas, do not apply the brakes, maintain the direction of the vehicle, and allow the vehicle to slow to a manageable speed. Alcohol in any concentration is A. A stimulant. B. A depressant. C. Neither of the above. B. A depressant. Alcohol, in any concentration, is a depressant. It slows all nerve impulses and bodily functions, resulting in a lessening of inhibitions and negatively affecting a consumer's ability to concentrate and stay alert. This sign means A. Yield the right of way. B. No passing zone. C. Reduction in lanes. A. Yield the right of way. A triangular red and white sign indicates that you must yield the right of way. What does this road sign mean? A. Falling rocks. B. Trucks use second gear. C. Steep hill. This road sign means A. Do not enter. B. No parking. C. No U-turn. C. No U-turn. This sign prohibits drivers from making a U-turn. You cannot turn around to go in the opposite direction at an intersection where this sign is posted. Double solid yellow lane markings mean that A. Neither lane may pass. B. Both lanes may pass. C. The lane to the right may pass. A. Neither lane may pass. Yellow lane markings indicate a separation of lanes where traffic is traveling in opposite directions. When you see double solid yellow lane markings, passing is prohibited from both directions. This road sign means A. Cars in the right lane must slow down. B. No left turn. C. Merge. C. Merge. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign indicates that there could be traffic merging from the right, so drivers should prepare to allow traffic to safely merge. Blind spots are A. Spots in your vision when you become fatigued. B. Areas of the road that cannot be seen in a vehicle's mirrors. C. Traffic control devices. B. Areas of the road that cannot be seen in a vehicle's mirrors. When changing lanes, look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move. Check for obstructions near the rear corners of your vehicle. These areas are called blind spots because you cannot see them by using your mirrors. If you drive more slowly than the flow of traffic, you will most likely A. Interfere with traffic and receive a ticket. B. Improve traffic flow. C. Demonstrate defensive driving techniques. A. Interfere with traffic and receive a ticket. You must drive more slowly than usual when there is heavy traffic or bad weather. However, if you block the normal and reasonable movement of traffic by driving too slowly, you may be cited. You should match the speed of traffic, unless the speed of traffic exceeds the legal speed limit. When you see this sign, you should stop in A. Check for vehicles only in the direction that you plan on going, then proceed. B. Let all vehicles that arrive before or after you go first. C. Check for traffic in all directions before proceeding. This road sign means A. Sharp turn to the right ahead. B. Upcoming sharp left and right turns. C. Winding road ahead. C. Winding road ahead. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign warns the driver that there is an upcoming winding road. Speed should be adjusted appropriately.